Hey everyone, Mr.E here with another introductory tutorial for SolidWorks for students and beginners. And in this one, we're looking at how to create a drawing of a 3D part. So I have this basic 3D part that I've created here. If you want to learn more about how to make these parts, of course, check out my other tutorial videos to learn how to use the different sketching, extrusion, etc. tools that you have available to you in SolidWorks. But to make a drawing, we actually have to make a new document. So hit File, New, and then make a new drawing. Once you have that, you have the chance to change your size and whatever it might be, the default that you're working with here, like the default paper, whether you're working with like A4 or A, D, B, C, D, etc. So choose the size paper that you'd like to work with or create a custom sheet. But I'm going to go ahead and choose one of the default templates here and then just press OK. Now, you'll see that you have some standard boxes and things like that for entering different annotations or whatever it might be for your drawing. And then you are automatically thrown into model view where you should see any documents that you've saved depending on what your directory is, or you can click browse to find the part that it is that you'd like to create. So this is the part that I was just looking at. Right? And by default, you're in model view, which might not be exactly what you want to start with, but just to show you what model view is, I can keep clicking this next button to choose my different parameters. So for example, I can choose what is the perspective that I'd like to see my part. I can choose one of my standard top, front, side views, or I can say trimetric, dimetric, whatever. So for example, I could say isometric view. I can then choose the appearance of this, whether it's wireframe, shaded with edges, shaded, etc., high quality, draft quality. If you want to make it a see-through part, like transparent, you could do that as well. You could choose your scale. So for example, I could say shaded. I'm going to go with sheet scale, which is 1:1. If I want to have my dimensions on this, whatever it might be. And you'll notice that if I move my mouse over here, I can place that view. And then I can come back and I can do something else. So let's say I want to click the front view, whatever it might be, or if I want to change the view of this, I can adjust this singular model view and then hit my check. And if you want, you can hit model view again to then place another model view. I don't actually like starting that way, personally. So I'm going to press delete on this guy. I'm going to delete this view. And instead of using model view, I like using the standard 3 view. So I'm going to click standard 3 view. I'm going to select this sample part and I'm going to hit the checkbox. And that's going to go ahead and place my top, front, and side 3 view for me automatically like that. Then if you'd like, you can add another projected view. So if I click on any of these, I can project another side from this, right? And you'll see that it's assuming what I want that projected side to be, but you can change what it's projecting as you go. So you'll see that it's assuming whether I want to go isometric or right side or whatever it might be here. Or if you want, you can come back into model view and then choose that specific perspective. So for example, that specific isometric perspective and throw that into your drawing as well. So personally, I like to use a combination of the standard 3 view as well as my model view to get this nice 3 view drawing of my top, front, and right side, as well as a nice isometric drawing in my drawing here. And you'll notice that the drawing number automatically updated with my part or whatever it might be, but all of this is customizable. Now, the next thing you have to do after you get your views in, whether you're using model view or projected view or 3 view, whatever it might be, is that you have to go ahead and add your dimensions, right? So you'll notice that there's no dimensions on this drawing. I'm going to click Smart Dimension, and I have a couple options here. I can leave rapid dimensioning on, and if I just click on my part, it allows me to go ahead and just place dimensions for all these different features within my part and just work around my part here to place my dimensions as I go. You also have the ability of changing your dimension style. If you want to change the appearance of it, you have the ability of changing your tolerance and your precision, right? So essentially how many decimal places you're showing, right? You do also have the ability of overriding a dimension. So let's say that something is inaccurate in your part, you can override it. All of these numbers are being pulled from my part. And yes, this is linked. So if I were to change the part, my drawing would actually can update as well, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just place a couple more dimensions on my drawing here based on my design and what I'm doing. Let's see, pushing my holes here. You could, of course, work your way around and place all of your crucial dimensions that you need to place. But here's one super annoying thing. This is an 1/8 inch hole. You'll see that it has rounded to 0.13, right? So that is, again, what that tolerance would be. I'm going to go ahead and increase my tolerance, and now you'll see it goes to 0.125, right? So that's where you have to be careful with your dimensions, because it will round depending on how many decimal places you're showing in your dimensional tolerance. You can also add notes, which are basically like text boxes. So for example, I could say that this is the top view. I have the ability of copying and pasting my text if I'd like to borrow that for my other views. So front view, right side view, and isometric. Cool. You can also add your notes down here to put different labels in your drawing, in your different parameters here for your title, your date, etc. All the different details that you'd like to add for your drawing. But that is essentially how you create a super simple basic drawing by placing your views, throwing in your dimensions, things like that. You'll notice that there's really simple ways to do sectional views or detailed views and things like that, right? So let's say, for example, I want to grab a really detailed perspective of that right there. I can go ahead and pull that out and give myself another perspective on my drawing. So lots of really handy ways to create simple drawings in SolidWorks as you're working here. Once you're happy with this drawing, of course, save it so you have it. And again, that will link it to your part if you update your part. And then you can export it or save as a PDF or whatever it is that you might be looking to do for your drawing. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.